My name is Ann Hutchison, and I'm the director of your Barberton Public Library, and I'm also a proud resident of this community for more than 30 years. When last year's Game Changer Award winner and fellow Kiwanian Mike Moore asked if I would write a letter of support for Common Threads Closet, I didn't hesitate. Common Threads Closet distributes clothing, shoes, and household items to those in need. But Cindy Bach and her team of volunteers do so much more. They provide food, hot meals, and possibly more importantly, they connect individuals to much-needed social services. I highly recommend that you stop by some Thursday or Saturday to see the agency in action. Under Cindy's leadership, the operation runs like a well-oiled machine. They handle each interaction with empathy, compassion, and a fierce toughness that I wish I had even a little of. This year, my friend Cindy and her amazing team of volunteers celebrate their 10th anniversary serving our community. It's my honor to introduce Common Threads Closet as the 2023 Barberton Community Foundation Game Changer Award winner for their steadfast dedication to the community. Congratulations.
I came with Joan Schwartz from Prince of Peace, and she's like, come with me, you can serve at the Wednesday night dinner. So we get here, and she goes, come on, we've got hats and gloves to hand out. And they went like wildfire. And all of a sudden, a guy comes up to us and says, hey, can I get a pair of jeans? I've got an interview for a landscaping job. So we start sending out messages, trying to figure out who we knew that would have this size and how we could get. The next thing I know, we have like 10 bags of clothes. There were some cement blocks back there and some boards, and the next thing you know, we're making some shelves up, and we start putting the clothing out, so as people would eat, they would come in and they would be able to get some clothing. And here we are today, 10 years later. We see new people all the time. It's not uncommon for us to have 5, 10 families come in a week and sign up with us because, one, they've just recently heard about us, but two, it's something has changed in their lives. We had a lady come in that had lost her husband, and she wasn't sure how she was going to get clothing for her kids. And she'd never been at this point in her life. She'd been a stay-at-home mom, now was working, and she wasn't getting paid very much to be working. And so she came in, and that's one of those times in my life I went, we all could be here. We don't know what tomorrow brings. But here is somebody who was trying to keep her kids encouraged. She didn't want her kids to know that she came here for clothing, so she didn't bring them with her. And she has since come back and been one of our biggest donors. She's really somebody that you sit there and think, okay, this is good. This is what we do. Somebody has an opportunity, they get a good job, they get back on their feet, but then it's just maybe something that happens, lose the job. Maybe a child gets sick and they couldn't get to work, and now they've lost that job. So I think that's what we kind of build here, is maybe we're the bridge that gets them to the next good thing that's going to go on in their lives. Anybody can come in, and you don't need an ID, which is very important because some of our folks don't always have IDs. They may be living unhoused, maybe outside, and so they may have lost it. It may have been taken, so we don't ask. So when they come in here, we ask that they give us their word that the information they're giving us is correct. We do that so that when we run a report, we can say how many children we're serving, what ages we're serving, and it helps us too to know, is there a spike in some area that we need to think about that's coming into our doors. It's $6 a year that we ask that families contribute. They don't have to pay the first time they come. They can make payments, a nickel here, a nickel there, a quarter, whatever they bring into us. But we ask that if they signed up today, this date next year, it would be paid off. We have come a long way in 10 years. I think about when we first started, and we thought it was great when we had 300 families. We've got over 3,000 families registered to shop with us. I think about August, we did over 7,500 items. And you have to put that in perspective. We're only open 6 hours a week. And then you add in the choice pantries and the toiletries, and so it's just amazing to me because we do over 100,000 items a year. And our volunteers have to go through almost 3 times that to get that number of items out here. I like to make sure that we offer more choice. You know, they get to choose the clothes they want to get. They get to choose the toiletries they want to get. They get to choose, and I think that empowers people. That we provide hope. I mean, that's a huge thing. We give them a little bit of hope. You know, hope makes a lot of things possible.